Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be an awesome episode about summer camps. Should you have one, why you might want to consider having one, and all of the wonderful in-between benefits. Plus, I want to share with you a way that you can get started on planning your summer camp in a community of people who are encouraging and loving and awesome, uplifting. I cannot wait to share all of the wonderful details with you. If you've ever been on the fence about having a summer camp, maybe you're wanting to make additional income, maybe you are wanting to start this fun idea of teaching or this fun theme and you're not able to do that during the school year, or you're thinking of starting your tutoring business or your micro school, this would be a really great episode for you because I know what it feels like to go, should I start a summer camp? Should I spend my time in the summer doing this? What if I am building my micro school or tutoring business? Will I have time to have a summer camp? Why should I have a summer camp? What if I'm not going to start my school or my business until next year? Should I consider having a summer camp? All of those questions will be answered in today's episode. I hope that it fuels you up and gets you inspired for what's to come.
Welcome, teacher, to the Let Your Light Shine podcast. If you're searching for the freedom and permission to design the life you love as a teacher, you're in the right place. I'm on a mission to help teachers just like you build their own dream school or homeschooling business. In this present day, the world needs you, teacher friend, to step out in faith and give students an education they love and so deserve. In this podcast, I will teach you how to start a fulfilling and profitable homeschooling business that lights you up. I'm Mackenzie Oliver, former elementary teacher and instructional coach, gone homeschool teacher and business builder. I'm here to empower you to step outside the classroom and choose the experiences, the curriculum, and all the moments that put a smile on your face and your students. Does it seem like a dream? Well, it did to me, until God opened the doors and made it reality. Together, we are breaking through fears and moving the crowd. So get out your notebook, sharpen your pencil. It's time to get your teach on.
Big shout out to our Facebook group. To our lovely Facebook group members, a shout out to Mercedes Grant who said, "Hey, Mackenzie, do you mind if we start gathering together and talking about summer camps?" And I said, "You go with it, girl." And so every once a month, they've been meeting. They, as in some of the members of our Facebook group, have been planning a summer camp. And that is just the beauty of our Facebook group. And we would love for you to join us. So head on over to Facebook at Teachers Start Your Micro School or Homeschooling Business. That is the Teacher Let Your Light Shine micro school community. We've got teachers and parents in there who have either started a learning pod, a part-time, a full-time micro school, a tutoring business. Get plugged in, get in there, just hop in there, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, what you're doing, what your mission is, what your vision is, or just say, "Hey, I need help," and we're there to help you, all right? So head on over to Facebook, and if you're like, "Gosh, I'm not on Facebook, what am I going to do?" then send me an email. You can email me at teacherletyourlightshine@gmail.com. You can also go to our website, www.teachersletyourlightshine.com, and there's so much information there that you can get your hands on, so many free downloads and resources. But I will make this disclaimer: if you do want any of our free resources, make sure you check your spam folder because it could be in that spam folder. All right, and if it did not come to you directly. Now, in this episode, let's talk about summer camp. Let's talk about, now this is not, hey, listen, I am not going to go through the pros and cons of summer camp. That's not what this episode is about. This episode is answering the question, why you should have a summer camp, and 2, how to get started with a summer camp. Okay? Again, why you should consider having a summer camp, and 2, how you can get started. Now, I'm not going to give you step-by-step on how to get started because there's a lot of details within this, and it's not too overwhelming or overcomplicated, but there are just 4 components of how you can actually get started that I think are very important for you to consider. Shout out to my girls in the Facebook group, Teacher Let Your Light Shine, Micro School community. We are so grateful for you. And I will say that they have done a lot of hard work. They have shared their meetings that they have met together in our Facebook group. So I wanted to give them a shout out. I'm not going to go over that information with you today. I'm just off the cuff, sitting here telling you about this new, really great opportunity for you to make an additional income and all the pros about it. Now, if you listened to my last episode, I was talking to you about my paddleboarding trip with my husband. And on that same paddleboarding trip, we were talking about summer camps because I actually go to my husband a lot in sharing our podcast episodes. He's also in our Facebook group. He loves it. He's always in there and he's trying his best to make as many comments as possible, but he really just enjoys talking it over with me. And I wanted to give a shout out to Dion Whitman. She posted about how she had her tutoring business and then her learning center turn into a micro school. And she really wanted to give a shout out about how much of an impact it made on her business to come. And she learned a lot of really great things running that summer camp. She shared her flyer in our Facebook group, which I thought was so nice. And then all of the women and men in our Facebook group that started commenting and giving her add-on bonuses to add to her flyer, plus just people encouraging her and lifting her up. So feel free to come on in and share anything that you want to in our Facebook group that will help others, and also ask your questions. We would love to have you participating in our Facebook group. So let's talk about why. Why should you have a summer camp? So I turned to my husband the other day as he's paddleboarding and I said, hey, honey, why do you think anyone who wants to start a micro school, tutoring business, learning pod, why would they want to start a summer camp? And he goes, oh my gosh, you can have students for years and years to come. Now listen to what he said. This was so smart. What a smarty guy. This is what he said. He goes, you are actually getting paid to advertise. I'm like, oh my goodness, you're right. Yes, you are getting paid to advertise, meaning you can go in. Okay, let me just share this with you. Last May in 2022, I had an educational marketing series where I only opened it up to 10 people who were leaving their teaching career or branching off from homeschooling and starting their micro school. And I helped them for 6 weeks. We went through a marketing series, and that is to come out again here in April. I'm letting the cat out of the bag. There's more to come, but I'm super excited about it. More details, but just get your party pants on, okay? Party pants on for this new thing that you're about to do. And so you no longer have to worry about enrolling or growing your micro school because I have it done for you. Now, I digress. See, I get super excited because we have so many things to do together. We just have so many things to do, so many goals to accomplish with one another. But in that educational marketing series, it was for 6 weeks. You're going to hear from those women in the next few weeks. They got into that group, and a lot of them, because they had just left teaching in May, they started a summer camp. Some of them would only do it once a week. Like one particular teacher started just hosting an every Wednesday camp. Some people did a 1-week camp. Some people did a 2-week camp. Some people did more than that. Some people did a full week, but only half a day camp. You can do it any way that you want to. But it's so amazing that not only are you getting paid and you're getting an income, but you're getting paid to advertise, because those summer campers ended up being conversions for those teachers. What I mean by conversions, that means that they ended up becoming micro school or tutoring students for the fall of 2022 and into the spring of 2023, because that teacher and parent opened up their home or their business to start getting more kids in the door for summer camp, forming relationships with parents and students, and then they became their student, which then can become a student for years and years to come, like my husband said. So I think right there, he nailed it. Oh my gosh, you will have students for years and years to come. You are getting paid to advertise. So good. All right. So number 2 is that, of course, you can make an income, right? Everybody loves a little bit of cash in their pocket for the summertime. I know last year, oh my wowzers, my daughters went to their summer camps because mama needed to do some work and mama wanted them to get out of the house and they wanted to go do different things as well. But I had never sent my children to summer camp before. Okay. Oh my. I thought I definitely could make so much money running a summer camp that I never thought that I could make before. And again, students years and years to come, and I'm getting paid to advertise. But that summer camp that my children went to, number 1, they loved it. Number 2, it was so good for them. Number 3, they met so many people. Number 4, it blessed them in so many ways moving forward. And I was able to get a break. People are looking for care for their children during the summer. Teachers are looking for care and other teachers to take care of their children during the summer because they want to rest and relax. And hey, I want to rest and relax too. Okay. I'm not all about, working my tail off from sun up to sundown 365 days a year. No, this lady right here, I love a good relaxation. I love a good rest. I love a good vacation, and I love a good week where I am just sitting around my house reading as many books as I can, sitting by the pool and drinking my smoothie, okay? Give me more of that, please. I love it. Now, but I know that when it comes time to getting more students, if that's what you need to do, or just fulfilling more of an income, utilize your summers because parents are looking for you. The money's there. The money is there. All right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is it's fun. We need more fun. If you're a teacher in public school or private school or any type of school that you're not having fun, by golly, you should have a summer camp so you can have fun. And these kids can have fun. I have a teacher friend who ended up making over $300,000 over the course of time by having no more than 10 kids in her house during the summer. She ran it from 9 till 3. And she would do reading, writing, math in the morning. They would go and swim in her pool for an hour. They'd come back and they did some type of cooking or creative art. She ended up paying for both of her sons' colleges by utilizing her summer camp money. Hello. And it was fun. What I can remember from that is that the kids loved it. They got to learn all different types of computer skills. Yes, she did on her own. She did hire high school kids to help her at a low cost. And they made bubble pizza. Okay, that's fun. Bubble pizza? Hello. I still cannot find a recipe for bubble pizza. I gotta call her. Number 4, recruitment. We talked about this earlier. It goes with being paid to advertise students for years and years to come. You could have a family just down the street who's like, I need a break, or my kids see what your kids are doing and they want to come. It can end up being recruitment, but not just recruitment for that child. That child could come to your summer camp and their parents love your services so much. Maybe they're not going to partake in sending their children there, or maybe they live too far away, or maybe they can't financially maintain sending their children to you all throughout the year. But by golly, they are word of mouth advertisement that advertises to the next person who advertises the next person to the next person to the next person. Word of mouth is where it's at. So do not underestimate one student and their parents recruiting for you. So you may not convert that student to become a lifelong student of your own, but they can refer other people to you. It's all about the know, like, and trust. You want people to know you, like you, trust you? Start off with the summer camp. That's for sure. And number 5, they give you really great feedback. Summer camps give you great ideas and feedback and reflection on what you want for your life, for the years to come, for your school, for your tutoring business. You learn what to do. You learn what not to do. You know what works. You know what units you want to continue studying, where you want to go deeper, and what you can dive into and what the students loved. And it just really reinvigorates you. I do want to put a caveat here that, you know yourself. You know what you can handle. You know when too much is too much. You know if you need a break. You know if you're feeling burnt out. So just take it and say, I'm going to do it for a week, or maybe I'm going to do it for 2 weeks. My daughter Jolie goes, we need to do 2 in June and 2 in July. And I said, I'll be praying about that. I rest my case. Running a summer camp is going to help you get paid to advertise and have years and years of students to come. Number 2, a great income enhancement. Number 3, fun. Number 4, recruitment for more students to come. And number 5, they give you great feedback. Now let's talk about how. And this would go into looking back at last episode, the very episode right before this episode. I suggest that you look at your numbers, how much you need to make, how much you want to make, what's your stretch goal. This will tell you how many students you should have, and it helps you just nail down the cost and things of that nature when it comes to tuition, registration fees, things of that sort. Number 2, think of your theme. What type of a theme would you like to have, or how are you going to actually showcase what you are going to be doing? What's your offer? So once you know your numbers, you need to think about your offer. That's very important. Number 3 is your process. I suggest the business bundle. Use that business bundle. You can get it at www.teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. You need all of that. You need your introductory packet. You need a brochure. You need your flyers. You can even do your welcome letter. You have your handbook, your contract. Those are imperative for a summer camp. You want those pieces in for summer camp. And to be honest with you, many people use the business bundle for summer camp because it allows them to, again, reflect on what worked, what didn't work in summer camp, what they need to add to their contract. It becomes so, oh my gosh, eye-opening. Oh, I need to add this. Oh, I don't need that. Oh, I'm going to take this out. So all of that, it gives you really great practice. You can have your process. You've got your business bundle. You've got all your pieces. You start giving them. You go through the process of summer camp. It's almost like a little boot camp to get you going, to make sure, okay, when someone inquires, what am I going to give to them? What am I going to say? How am I going to collect their money? What am I going to give them after they collect their money? How am I going to collect back the enrollment form? How am I going to get the handbook and the contract signed? Now, you're not going to need all of the handbook and the contract when you are doing your summer camp as you are your tutoring business or your micro school, but you could. And I suggest, even if you are tutoring one-on-one or in small groups, every single parent needs to know your process, your enrollment, how they work with you, how they pay for you, what happens when they don't pay. All of that needs to be cut and dry for parents to understand. It makes you professional, it makes you feel safe, and it makes them feel safe as well. And then number 4, how do you get started? You start advertising. My husband's like, you get out those yard signs. You print out your flyers, your brochures, and you say, I've got limited spots available. And parents are going to go, oh my, I got to have my kid in a summer camp. Where do I sign up? I want to sign up right now. And you start getting the message out now, not in May. You can in May too, but just go ahead and get it started now. Parents are looking and wanting to start solidifying dates. So the sooner you do it, the better it is. All right, so let's go back over that on the house. Number 1 is know your numbers. Number 2, think about your themes. Think about what you want to offer. Number 3, get your process nailed down. How can they continue working with you? Ask yourself, how can they continue working with you? What process am I going to have? What pieces am I going to give of the business bundle? What pieces am I going to take first, then next? Email me. I can give you a breakdown. I can help you. If you've gotten your business bundle and you need more clarification on that, feel free to email me at teacherletyourlightshine@gmail.com. If you have questions about it before you purchase your business bundle, email me. I'd be happy to have you. But you can see more on www.teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. But if this is your first time doing a summer camp, or you're trying to take your summer camp and convert those students into potential long-term clients, then you absolutely need a process, and the business bundle is there for you. Number 4, advertise. And your business bundle will help you with advertising, not just because it has a parent partnership in the flyer and the brochure, but because it's going to help you with your messaging. And that is what you need in order to get students a clear message. All right, everybody, I hope this blesses you. I can't wait to hear about your summer camp idea in our Facebook group. So head on over there, tell us about it, ask your questions. We are ready to cheer you on.
Hey, teacher friend. Thanks so much for listening to today's show. I pray it inspired you, touched you, or challenged you in some way, because we are making big shifts and using our teaching gifts for God's glory like never before. I'm so grateful for you. The number 1 way you can support this show is to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts, and also share this with another teacher. Come join me in the Virtual Teachers Lounge, known as the Teacher Let Your Light Shine Facebook group. Until next time, keep shining your teacher light The world needs you.